Brian, what's the theme of the story?
It is important to keep history, culture, and traditions alive.
Good. Luis, when does history happen? Before us or after us?
Before us.
Before us, yeah. So who is someone that we know from history?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln, absolutely. Yep. Has been passed away for a really long time. So he's part of our history. What's something that we do as a tradition around this time of year?
Give each other presents.
You do, yeah. That's a tradition that you do. And Christmas is part of our culture. It's not part of everyone's culture, but it's part of ours. I'm guessing that Kurt and his grandpa don't celebrate Christmas because they live on an Indian reservation and we don't go to a feast dance. We don't dress like this.
Yeah, because
they do.
Our culture is different from them.
Yep, it seems like it from reading this story. Absolutely. Okay. Do you want to start digging into the questions, or do you want to read a little bit first to remember what's happening? Read a little bit? Okay. So we'll read the page and then we'll work on our question. Okay? Is everyone ready at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. Soon all the Garcias are awake. Everyone hurries to get ready. Every 8 or 10 weeks, the MTSS team at Smithridge meets with every single classroom teacher, and we talk about every single student in their class. And if they're having academic trouble, then we'll record all the data that the classroom teacher has brought and decide if they should be in Tier 2 or Tier 3. And those students get before and after school intervention for the next 8 or 10 weeks before we meet again. What's another tradition that we saw on this page that we hadn't seen on page 246? Brian, what else are they going to do at the festival?
Beat drums.
They are, yep. And why are drums so important?
Because they sound like birds.
They do, yep. And plants, animals, clouds, rainbows, birds, what do those all have in common? Where are they all? They're all outside, yeah. What's another word for outside? What do we call it sometimes? Or outdoors, yep. Have you heard the word nature?
Yeah. It's like plants, grass, flowers. It's like things that are outside.
Things that are outside, yeah. Trees too, yep. It seems like nature is really important to them. So I have a group now that I've had since the middle of their second grade year, and we've been working on reading at their grade level using different instructional strategies. I'm trying to help them access the same material that they would read in class, but with a lot of support. They're reading between high first grade and middle second grade, and the text is designed for third graders. Nice job. Third graders, you're doing a great job when you see punctuation, like commas and periods of pausing, and that helps you to read more fluently. Okay, I'm gonna give you across the table partners a question. You've already written the page number on it. Your job is to read the page sort of together, even though it's gonna be a little bit noisy because we're not gonna move away from the table, okay? And decide which sentences on your page answer that question. Can you guys show me some words in the text that have some of the same words that are in your question? Perfect. There's the word feast day, right? So Brian, go ahead and read me that whole sentence. So there's a period, so we don't need that part of the text. We just want, only the sentence with feast day.
On feast day, native dances honor the Pueblo's patron saint and celebrate the power of the summer sun.
Perfect. So when they're dancing, Stephanie, what are they celebrating?
Summer sun.
Yeah, the summer sun. Without the sun, what's going to happen to their crops?
They won't grow.
They're not going to grow as much. So it's really important to them. So your answers are right in the text. You don't have to, it's not something that you have to remember after reading. You can look at it right here. Okay. Hey, Susan, you Smelly, how are you doing?
We're done. We found
Okay, you found your answers?
Yes.
Okay. You're stuck? Can we help you? Okay. So third graders, let's turn to you, Litzy, and Luis's pages. What are they, Luis? Hang on one sec. You're going to share with me in a minute. Yeah, tell us what page.
245.
Okay, so we're all going to turn so that we can help you. No, the one with the grandpa. So, okay. And you, Litzy, what's your question?
One more. What tradition costume does Courage wear on feast day?
Okay, so my guess from looking at these pictures is that this page might not talk about costumes. Luis, what tells me about these pictures that the text might not be about costumes?
Yeah.
Is this a picture of costumes?
No.
What is it a picture of?
Bread.
Bread. And Brian, is this a picture of costumes?
No.
Not really.
Miss Holm,
So maybe where could we go, Jesus, to find this answer?
246.
What tells you this page might have a better answer?
Because this one, he's getting ready with, he's putting on his costume.
He's painting
and he's painting his face like if he was putting on his costume.
Yeah, so we can use the pictures in the text, not only the words in the text, to help us find the right answer, right? What we read today was Dancing Rainbows by Evelyn Clark Mott. So as a group, we've read the story probably 4 times. It's been read to them out loud. They've read it in partners, and they read it to themselves, but out loud so that they can hear their own fluency. And the text-dependent questions help them to reread the text with purpose. Brian, maybe if you read us the question out loud, the rest of us can help look in our books for the answer too.
What did you infer about traditional culture of the Tewas? What information did you use to make your inference?
Good. Okay. So, and what's one of the pages that the answer might be on?
242.
Okay, so let's all look on page 242 and see if this will help us. We want to know something about the traditional culture of the Tewas. So is that what is happening right now, or what was happening in the past?
Past.
In the past, right?
For the animals?
Okay, so what do they believe about animals?
That they once spoke the same language.
As the animals spoke the same language as who?
People.
Yeah. So that's something that that was a belief in traditional culture, right?
They're wearing like a buffalo hat.
Yep, headdress.
Yeah.
How come?
Because like buffaloes have like a lot of hair, and this one has horns right here.
They do. Yep, we know that this is a buffalo. But why would they want to wear a buffalo headdress?
They like buffaloes?
They do. And what's a fancier word of saying that they like them? It has to do with when you get a lasso. You can be responsible, you can be safe, or respectful, right? So we are respectful of our learning at school, and the Tewas are respectful of animals. Because Yosmeli said they believe that they once spoke the same language.
They spoke like humans?
I don't know, maybe we spoke like them. So the way that you see Common Core state standards in my tutoring group is that they're integrated into everything that we're doing. So we're reading a more complex text, we're answering text-dependent questions, and we're also working on reading foundational skills that aren't included in 3rd grade Common Core state standards, but are in Kinder 1st and 2nd. And that group of students might have missed those. So I'm able to work on all of those at the same time, and that's a huge benefit of a close read.
What is the difference between how Kurt's ancestor worked and how Tewas work today?
So Ulysses, do you want to show us just the sentence or the 2 sentences that tell us?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can read it together if you want.
Courage as
Ancestors.
Courage ancestors were farmers. They grew corn, beans and
with squash. Now most of us work at bu- business outside the pueblo, but some still farm.
Good. Okay. And Luis, your question is, what is the difference between how the ancestors worked and how they work today? So how did the ancestors work? What did they do?
Cut the dirt.
What did they do in the dirt? It was in one of the sentences you just read.
Put seeds and plant.
They did. They put seeds and they planted.
They still
Yep.
farm.
And
Farm, that's the verb, right?
Yeah.
To farm. Corn is one of their
Beans,
crops. What
squash.
else? Beans.
But some work
Squash.
in business.
But today, so that's how the ancestors worked. And Brian, how do some Tewas work today?
now most tellers work as business outside the pueblo, but some sets farm.
Somewhat.
Still farm.
Still farm. Perfect. So Brian, what's an example of a business where someone might work?
Like
This is just in your head, love. Where do people around here work?
factories.
You could work at a factory. Yeah.
Companies.
You could work at a company. There's right near school. There's offices. Yeah.
Cleaning houses.
You could clean houses. There's the gas station, right? That
Police
sells
station.
snacks. Stores. So-
Firefighters.
Firefighters. Those are all things that Tewas might do today.
Yeah.
Most of them do that, and some still do what? What did their ancestors used to do?
Still farm.
Some still farm. I think teaching with Common Core takes more planning. It takes more thoughtful planning. You need to know the outcome more. We have 7 more minutes. Do you want a partner read?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kurt's ancestors were farmers. They grew corn, beans, and squash. Now most Tiwa work at business outside of a pueblo, but some still farm. We must always take care of our land, and he tells Kurt we must respect Mother Earth.
Tomorrow we'll review the text-dependent questions whose answers we found today, go over the answers again, make sure we can say them out loud in complete sentences using words from the questions, text from the story, and then go on to their culminating writing task.